You saved the game. To the plane, to the path, to the cliffs. The path to return to that cave is very long indeed. The caves of the abyss extend for such a long way. But Elian's body already knows that. On the way he enjoys the sight of the sea. You have reached land path to the cliffs, landscape, to the hills, Metagai, grave. Metagai is walking along the path. Who the hell is he? Anyway, he greets Elian and congratulates him for escaping from the cave of the abyss. He also asks him if he noticed that Elian has the power of listening to the last thoughts of the corpses. He suggests to check all the corpses he found along his journey. They might say something interesting. To the hills, to the cliffs, landscape. The view is magnificent. To the east there's only sea. Waves crash against the cliffs. A cloudless sky looks free like Elian, and a pleasant silence, interrupted only by the waves, calms his mind. Some boats can be seen far in the distance. Grave. There's no image, and not even a carving. It's quite a sad sight. Metagai. To the hills, to the cliffs, land to the Elian returns on the cliff path. In the distance he can see the speedboat. It's them! It's a relief. But first of all he has to retrieve his equipment. The cave where he's been must be nearby. You have reached the cliff background. To the speedboat background. There's the speedboat docked among the cliffs. Aside from that, Elian is surrounded by nature. Grass. At a certain point, the grass takes the place of the path. To the plains, to the hidden cave, to the coast, to the speedboat, to the coast, to the hidden cave. Elian can confirm that this is the cave in which he has been kept prisoner for some time. Suddenly a presence on his left appears. It's her. But Elian knows that she's dead, yet she's still there. With her voice she confirms that it's that place. Elian refuses to watch her face, yet his eye slips to her red lips. Apart from the nose, the rest of her face from that perspective is covered from her long scarlet hairs. Anyway, it's time to proceed. You have reached hidden to the chemistry light, to the cliff path, to the chemistry. Here's the lab. There's no other place in which Elian's equipment could be. She points a finger toward the wardrobe and tells him that no other place could hide the equipment. And he knew that. All that he was searching for was an excuse to return to this place. Nothing else. Elian tries to ignore her. Still, he notices the fingernail polish on her nails. Red as well. Her features are impeccable as always. She would never want to look bad in front of her former prisoner. You have reached hidden to the tools, bookshelf, wardrobe. As suggested by her, Elian opens the wardrobe. There are many clothes on the hangers. Most of them are the ones which she got Elian used to. But she actually also had normal clothes, even elegant ones. She gets close to Elian and admits that she had a life outside this place, but she smiles and tells Elian not to worry. She only saved the best for him. Her favourite clothes have been worn by her only here, and only for him. And she knows that the ones she's wearing at the moment are the ones that he likes the most. Ellian searches for the equipment in the low part of the wardrobe, and he finds them. Everything is there except the blood vials. As he finishes putting on the jacket, she asks him if he's satisfied. Now he can go where he really wanted to. In that chamber, she warns him that he has no reason to return to that room. He did all that he had to do in this place, and that doing that won't add anything at all to his journey, or to his mission. But still, she chuckles, he will do that all the same. She already knows that. Ellian closes the wardrobe and turns around. Bookshelf, tool to the torture, to the entrance, to the She starts to chuckle. Actually, she laughs out loud. A wide and delighted smile tapers her lips. She leans her head towards Ellian's face, and with the hand she gently caresses his right cheek. He looks away. The texture of her hand is ethereal. Probably she's not even there, just a fruit of his imagination, or his power is involved with this. She tells him that she knew that he had no excuse to enter here. Nothing will change this. Even if he could go back in time, he would always know that in this moment he decided to enter this room by his own free will. He will always be her prisoner, as she said before dying. You have reached hidden care group of syringes, wooden shackles, bowls, metal tool, blood, to the chemistry lab, to the cave of the abyss, to the chemistry, to the saving point. You saved group of syringes. As Ellian takes a look at the syringes, she chuckles and gets close to them, to remind him when she told him the truth. Ellian thought it was the end, but he turned out to be a liar. That was just the beginning. As Ellian takes a wooden shackle, Ellian looks down. Ellian looks down, where the wooden shackles are located. She gently hugs him from behind. Her hands slowly slip along his arms, and they stop at Ellian's wrists. While she closes her hands around his wrists, she asks him if he misses them. Even if when she freed him from them, he looked so relieved, she reminds him how good he felt when he rested on her thighs, with the shackles on his limbs. Bowls. The rice is now mouldy. She tells him that he deserves a punishment for that. For a moment she thought that when he was on the verge of surrender, he could have decided to eat the rice she prepared with love. Metal tools. Ellian takes a look at the metal tools, which are still stained with his blood. From behind she passes her fingers along Ellian's back, touching all the wounds she caused him with her last torture. Meanwhile, she reminds him of that moment. She's mad with him since she didn't make it in time to clean her beloved tools, which are now in this condition. Blood. Ellian stands before the pool. The blood is dry now. She kneels next to it, with her elbows on her knees, while her hands support her head. She stares at the pool for a while. Then she reminds Ellian of when he lost all his blood, but then he sucked even more than that from her. She stands up and gets close to him. She admits that in that moment she was so happy. Thinking of Ellian's dark side while he grabbed her still gives her the shivers. She says that it was so beautiful being accepted inside his body. Then she hugs Ellian, and with her lips she touches the point that she marked with a bite before dying. After some moments of silence, she asks Elian not to forget her. Elian stands to the chemistry lab, to the cave saving point. Group of as Elian would Elian bowl. The rice is metal. Elian takes a blood. Elian to the chemistry lab. You have reached, hidden to the torture chamber, to the entrance. You have reached hidden cave, entrance. Light to the chemistry, to the cliff path. Light to the cliff. You have reached cliff path. Background. Grass back to the speedboat, to the coast. That was the coast in which Elian was abducted by that vampire. It looks like from that cave, there's a good view to this coast, like a hunting ground for the predator. You have reached the lonely coast. You opened quit battle back game progress 80%. Battle background volume settings. 70, 40, 10, 100. Alert sound on quiet attacks. Activated deactivated. Activated alert. You're back in the map. Shell. To the cliff path. Sea. A pleasant sea breeze blows from the sea. Elian stands there for a while. Coast. Even if sea currents transport to this coast any type of object, at the moment it's completely clear. As if someone was used to clean it. Elian immediately thinks of Deus. It makes sense. Since she caught him and hid him in that cave, the last thing she would want to deal with is some outside people searching for him. A clear coast would be simply perfect to throw them off. A hand grazes Elian's left shoulder, and a whisper comes from behind his right ear. Speak of the devil. She tells him that it makes sense. He could be right, but warns him that she's used to giving compliments, not receiving them. Shining object. Coast. Even if sea currents transport to this coast any type of object, at the moment it's completely shine. Elian sees something sparkling among the sand. He gets closer and finds a silver key. The shape makes him think of an ancient key. There's a very beautiful shell on the coast. To the cliff path. Coast. Shell. There's a very beautiful shell on the coast. The type of shell that a tourist would pick up and take with him. But Elian doesn't need it. Besides, he knows it's a terrible idea to remove it from the coastal heritage. To the cliff path. Sea. To the cliff. You have reached to the speedboat, to the coast, to the hidden cave, to the plain, to the speedboat, to the coast, to the speedboat. Background, to the speedboat. Elian greets the crew, and they are happy to invite him inside. They were searching for Elian, their savior. If he needs a passage, Elian just has to ask. If he needs to return inside the ghost ship, they will bring him nearby. Then he will have to proceed alone with the lifeboat. You have reached speedboat. Inside. Saving point. You saved the game. Amelia. Amelia is glad to see Elian again. She's sorry that they didn't manage to find him before, but she swears that they searched for him non-stop. Elian interrupts her and tells her that it's okay. There's no need to apologize anymore. Tools. Crew member he thanks Elian once more. He kinda became his fan after watching the stunts he performed during the battle against the Kraken. Medical kit, bed, medical. The rest is for the crew. The rest is for the crew. Bed. Elian doesn't need to sleep anymore. Weapons to the wall, to the outs, to the cliffs, to the outside. To the cliffs, to the outside. You have reached speedboat outside. To the ghost ship. To inside. Humanoid turtle. Battle begins. The enemy is shielded from attacks. The enemy is not shielded anymore. The battle ends. Elian gains 250 experience points. Double tap to the ghost to in Fishman. Battle begins. The enemy is getting faster. The battle ends. Elian gains 2. Crew member 4. Lifeboat. There's a lifeboat in case of an emergency. Crew member 4. He pats Elian on his shoulder and tells him that he was awesome. It will always be an honor to have Elian aboard. Crew member 5. He shakes Elian's cold hand and tells him that he did a great job when he shouted at that moment. Looks like the one who died was a dear friend of his. If Elian didn't act in that moment, he could have done something stupid in a rage. To inside, to the ghost ship. You have reached ghost ship, main mast, to below deck. To the cannons. The cannons are still there. Actually, the main deck is still in good condition. Elian thought he would have found a ship in worse condition. Cannon. There are many cannon. To the bow. To below deck. You have reached ghost. You saved the game. Front exit skeleton. Battle begins. The battle ends. Elian gains 1 saving point. Front to the hole. Front saving. You saved the game. Skeleton. Corpse. Sealed path. Skeleton. Battle begins. The battle ends. Elian gains 160 experience points. Double tap. You open life point. Experience life more than 75% experience point. Elian reached level 6. 2040 XP. You're back in the sealed path. Skeleton. Sealed. Many layers of wood are nailed to block the path, which is closed almost airtight. Corpse. Skeleton. Saving point. You saved the game. Front exit. To the hold. To the hold. To the main deck. To the front exit. You have reached Ghost Ship. Armory. Front exit. You have reached Ghost Ship. To the hold. You have reached Ghost Ship. Hold. Front. Ghost. The battle begins. The battle ends. Alien gains 190. Ghost. The battle. The battle ends. Alien gains metal, rotten metal scraps. To the treasure room. Metal. Most of them are shards of blades. To the Alien unlocks the door with the silver key. Metal, rotten supplies. Floor. To below deck. Floor. The only reason why there's no animal or insect among them is because this is a ghost ship. Floor. Even if Alien removes the symbol, nothing happens to the ghost ship. Apparently, this is not a consecrated zone. After all, he doesn't remember ever having performed any ritual around here. To below deck, to the treasure room. This is a place from where even monsters stay back. There are many chests opened and a few ones closed. Some pieces of a corpse are scattered around the floor, and there's a great chest in the center of the room. Perhaps this is the infamous cursed treasure that led the crew to disgrace. You have reached Ghost Ship. Treasure. Shards of flesh. It's a horrible view. Around the room, pieces of meat and bones are scattered everywhere. They are chewed, ripped apart, or shredded. There's all kinds of pieces. Eyes, brains, organs, limbs, spines. Everything. For some reason, they aren't decomposed. As if time doesn't flow in this room. Worthy of a true slaughterhouse. Opened chests. Someone took the contents of those chests. Sealed great chest. This great chest is sealed from the outside with many ropes, a net, and even a cut hammock. Centuries have passed since the period in which those pirates lived. Will Alien remove a seal? Swipe left to cut a seal. Swipe right to not do that. Alien cuts one of the ropes wrapped around the chest. 2 seals. Swipe. Alien cuts another rope. One last swipe. Alien cuts the last rope wrapped around the chest. They all lie on the floor. With caution, Alien cuts the hammock and moves it aside. Finally, there's the net. Alien slowly grabs the net, and with a wave of energy, he lifts the net and tosses it to the side. He immediately jumps back a couple of meters. He has his weapons in both his hands, ready for any suspicious movement. But nothing happens. It's quiet, and the great chest has no more seals. Closed chests. Great chest. You opened life experience. Game battle back. 83%. Battle alert sound. Battle 70. 40. 10%. Opened chests. Great chest. Open great chest. Closed chest. Those chests contain some jewels and other valuables, but Elian won't dare to take any of them. A treasure found inside a ghost ship can only bring disgrace. To the hold! Shards to the hold! You have reached Ghost. The battle begins. The battle ends! Elian gains to the treasure room. To below deck. To the ghost. The battle... The battle ends! Elian gains to the treasure room. Metal rotten floor. To below deck. You have reached Ghost Barrel. To the hold. To the armory. You have reached front back exit. You have reached Ghost Ship. Below deck. Center. Saving point. You saved the game.